power. People wey supposed talk through to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. He go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you ladder, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This man not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, làwọn tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Maiyegun diary,
Hello there. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, good evening to you from wherever you're watching from. This is Maiyegun Live.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary, bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun diary.
Thank you very much for joining me. Share the broadcast, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. I've got something for you tonight.
Politico. Maiyegun diary. Godfatherism. Kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Thank you.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o, kẹ́gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun diary. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ o, làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube.
Home that I was dead. And hope I died. And poor Vice President, I answered some people started in fact asking for his office whether he should consider them to be the Vice President because I was dead. They must have embarrassed him a lot because he visited. He was hoped that I was dead. And hoped I died. And poor Vice President, I answered some people had started, in fact, asking for his office, whether he should consider them for being the Vice President because I was dead. They must have embarrassed him a lot because he visited me when I was London convalescing. But
Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. Thank you. Share the broadcast.
Lórí Facebook. Lórí YouTube.
Thank you. Good evening to you once again. Good morning to you. And good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. And again, this is Maiyegun Live. Ẹ̀kú ọjọ́ mẹ́ta o. Ó kí gbogbo ilé o. Tó. Where we left is where we are going to continue tonight with a little bit of spiced extras, as nobody can pretend anymore, as days, or let me say as minutes are turning to hours, hours turning to day, and days turning to night, and weeks and on. Everybody is getting coming closer to their own reality. And remember, the reason why many people like us choose never to be deceived, swayed, blackmailed, even when the entire Nigeria is being drawn into this charade, we have seen through it. There is no kind of sweet manipulation that can work on people like us. And that is why when we speak, some people feel like we have a closed mind. Nigeria is a faulty existence. And the beneficiary from that faulty existence are holding on to any form of a reform that could free the sheepies, since they are benefiting from it. Now that the rot is consuming them, like we said, rather than help them salvage it for an extra 4 years, don't be part of that, right? Watch them as they self-destruct. Politically, on Maiyegun's Diary Politico, we use the events, the past, the present, to predict the future. We use the antecedents of the characters who have been in charge one time or another of what is today's reality of Nigeria in whatever capacity. We use them point by point to arrive at the conclusion of Nigeria will end in nothingness, even if they continue to lie to you that what you need is good leader. What you need is, to participate in election. What you need is to be prayerful. What you need is to be patriotic. All those things they tell you need, continue to put the responsibility of the failure of Nigeria on those who are not responsible, but just partners, so to say, because many of you are alibis in what the reality of Nigeria is today. But let's cut the chase. We know that except Nigeria, as it is currently structured, except Nigeria is completely dismantled from its current stranglehold, any solution, any idea, any preaching unity or whatever you want to call it is a pure waste of time. Assuming it's just waste of time, we could have said, well, maybe you still have a lot of time on your hands. It is also waste of lives, precious lives. In reality, those who fight to keep Nigeria one, they are fought for one thing, just for their own benefit only. And in this regard, it will be a kind of injustice done to yourself to continue to believe in those who tell you they have a solution. But their solution includes keeping the Nigeria as it is right now. And when you now look at these characters, they are not different from the known faces, known characters who have a very, very recent, record that should remind you that you can't pretend not to know them, only to believe in them. When they now burn you, then you come back screaming, betrayer. I thought they would be different. They are not different. And that is why today, the crooks, the brigands, the bandits, the terrorists in your political space are all ganging up to become your president, because that is the reality of Nigeria today. Everywhere I walk to, people will ask me, Maiyegun, are you the one who is asking that we should break up Nigeria? My brother, we don't need to break up Nigeria. We just need to work together, and we need good leaders. And I said, please, when you say we, be very, very clear. Because that is how they put a fraudulent paper together, Decree 24 of Abdulsalami Abubakar. And they call it 1999 Constitution. And they said, we, the people of Nigeria, yet there is no record that there was any time they had a public referendum on the content of the Constitution. Never. So, Baba, if you are using your we, be careful. Because that's how they roped you in to what you're currently dealing with, that they said is not negotiable. I said, have you looked at what you call the structure itself? He said, it's just bad leaders. I said, what produces bad leaders? Nigeria is a crime scene, and in Nigeria, crimes is always rewarding. Criminals are rewarded in Nigeria, but it is just that the Nigerians prefer or loves their own criminals differently. Do you get the concept? We need good leaders. Okay, how? We need to vote good leaders. Oh, really? I bet some of you who have been jumping up and down, go and get your PVC. Go and get your PVC to elect good leaders. Good leaders, Abi. I bet you have heard that 47% of your PVC registration is invalid. Have they told you? Have you been here? Have you heard that? That is the system. Because Abdulsalami Abubakar put a decree together. He said, we Nigerians. I said the conversation around, should Nigeria be together? Should Nigeria break up, is open to the people who are currently the indigenous people of Nigeria. From the word go, they've never had a say in how they are governed, the system of governance, and then what have you. You've never had a say. These guys will put themselves inside the room, and then they will bombard you with all of them. Majority of them you don't even understand. That is why you don't understand why criminals are so confident to be running for public offices, because they know that nothing will be done. Nobody will actually call them criminals because they own the system, they run it. So when criminals, thieves, take charge of your government, and then you want them to go after other thieves, how possible is that? That is the drama you have in Nigeria. Then talk about failure. Nigeria politicians always believe that they are doing you a favor. Maybe you don't know. Or maybe you know. And many of you are comfortable with that. Let's just thank God that they bring the transformer. We've now had the transformer. The three local government chairmen promised us transformers. Transformer. Only this senator who brought it for us. Let us be thankful, even though they know they don't have electricity to even power the transformer. So they believe they are doing you a favor. And therefore, they also believe that they know what you want. But they don't. In their own warped mind and believe that they know what we want. That is why many of them are standing up for Nigeria instead of standing up for their own people that they claim to be representing. Failure. I told you that politics in Nigeria is shop, I shop, rub my back, I rub your back, turn by turn Nigeria Limited. Whatever crumb that falls on your lap, for those of you who are the afuvuzelas on social media and offline, they are just, okay. Oshubade said he's gained more experience than anybody else inside the APC, Egbekegbe and Bukwari's government. So let us start reviewing them. Now the people with the system pop up for you be this, so the ones I can remember. And the ones they are telling you to begin to ruminate through, to begin to squeeze and ramble through until you find one. Eventually, the one that still pretty much is a product of the system, right? For another 4 years, by the way. But hang on, you have the following names. In APC, Egbekegbe, as we speak, we have Tifnumbu, we have Pastor Ruga, we have Okija Shatabandu, that is Chris Ngige. We have Okorocha. We have, who else from there? Amosun, the former governor and senator now from Ogun State. You also have Amechi. I don't know if I've mentioned them. And now you have this Olympopos, Mr. Mary's budget governor, Ayade from Cross River. And they all pledged to what? To continue from where Bukwari stopped until fake Pastor Ruga made a statement in Ogun State. I'm going to share that with you. But when we talk about antecedents and what the system popped up for you and why you have every right to say, no, I don't want to be part of that nonsense. Who wants to be part of this? Even though they are, like I told you, in Nigeria, they love their own thieves differently. Pastor Ruga is the head of the Economic Council of Nigeria for the past 7 years. And it was Pastor Ruga's economic policy to give 10,000 naira to traders, poor people, to start trading so that when they pay back, they can also become a millionaire, and possibly the Bukwari's government, they will lift 100 million people out of poverty. And in the space of 7 years, I'm even coming to that, it was his own economic policy to lift 10 million people out of poverty, give them 10,000 naira to start selling bag of pure water. And when they tell you that Pastor Ruga has, he speaks a lot of grammar, which kind of entices the mumus that listen to him without looking at the failure. It was Pastor Ruga. And when they give you an excuse that a vice president is a spare tire, don't always believe them. They are all crooks and criminals. It was Pastor Ruga who was in charge of Nigeria as the acting president of Nigeria when Bukwari was a vegetable in London. It was Pastor Ruga who made an approval of 5.2 billion naira for NEMA. Listen to this. China gave Nigeria rice, that they should share the rice for the people in refugee camps, IDP camps. And then the rice got to Nigeria. And they said, Nigeria custom, they refused to clear it because NEMA, who is going to receive the ship, NEMA didn't have money to clear the ship, to clear the rice, give to. So he spent about 3-4 months there. So when Pastor Ruga became acting president, so they brought it to him quickly. Pastor Ruga approved it. That, you know, among other legal action that he took, right? He approved it quickly that they should release the money, right? Now they got the rice out. By the time they got the rice out, right, they stored it in wherever NEMA office they kept it. And guess what? That's the end of it. So they said, how could you release 5.2 billion naira for, you know what I mean? And it was under him that trader money. That was when they took it from him, okay? That trader money of 10,000 naira, that the professor of law, senior advocate of nonsense, crashed in a shopper where he was flying about sharing money, buying votes. He crashed in Kogi. He didn't stop. He kept going. When they finished in 2019, they removed him and they created another ministry. He brought the idea to fight poverty. They brought the idea of a humanitarian ministry, and they put Bokwari's former girlfriend there, Shadia. So Shadia is now the person who is now doing what Pastor Ruga created. That's the one that will tell you they have given 500 billion naira for subsidy, for COVID palliative. They have shared their 1.2 trillion naira to poorest Nigerians. Oh yeah, bring evidence. No, we share them. They don't have bank account. It was Pastor Ruga's economic policy, a looting spree. It was Pastor Ruga's idea when they said that to bring an end to Fulani terrorism and the Fulani armed herdsmen, the menace and all of that. It was Pastor Ruga's economic team, the one he headed, that brought the idea of a cattle colony, that brought the idea of ranching, that brought the idea of a rural grazing area. Guess what? It was all this idea disguised in resettling terrorists to placate his own boss. It was Pastor Ruga. Don't let anybody deceive you on that. And then he went to Abeokuta. It was in Ogun State after he declared. And Bokwari's men, Chief Numbu's men are not really happy. At first, it was in Ibadan. So he released this clip. Let me share that. And I'll take you to Abeokuta where he said, no, he actually said it in Shagamu, the palace of, Akarigbo Shagamu, Akarigbo Furemo. He said that if he becomes the president, he's not going to spend 2 years thinking of what to do, taking a jibe at Bokwari. So let's see this. This was in Ibadan, I believe.
On April 11th, 2022, I, your son, your brother, your friend, declared my intention to run for President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I did so was taking into account the fact that our country always will need all of those who are willing to serve it to the best of their capacity and to the best of their knowledge. So that's why I'm here, Kabisi, but I said that I must come here and pay my respects. You can be sure that wherever I am and in whatever situation I am, I hold you in the highest esteem, and I will always continuously support whatever it is that you want to do, either for yourself or for the great people of Ibadan. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Vice President Osinbajo, for a wonderful human being. You're a wonderful person. May Allah grant you access to what you want out of life. Because very soon, hopefully, in God's name, you will be president of Nigeria.
Everything that I learned as vice president, everything that I've learned as acting president has prepared me to run as president of our country and to function as president of our country. God does not make a mistake. God is deliberate in everything that he does. And by giving me all of those opportunities, every one of the opportunities I had to see for myself, to understand governance for myself at the highest level of our country's governance, to be exposed to everything, local and international, at the highest levels of governance in our country. It was to come handy one day. And I believe the time has come. I believe that time has come. And I have the responsibility to my country, I have the responsibility to you, to all our children, and to coming generations, to give all of what I've learned, everything I've learned, all of the service I've given, to be able to give it to our country and to serve our country faithfully, honestly, and transparently. That is my intention.
Guy man, all I've learned. Can we talk about what they have learned? He was Commissioner of Justice under Tifnumbu. It was him that helped Tifnumbu to convert majority of the Lagos State property into Tifnumbu's name and his cronies. Helped Tifnumbu to make laws, change and manipulate laws that are currently cemented the landlordship of Tifnumbu in Lagos. Now, trailer don't pass their midst. Tifnumbu is feeling betrayed. Lagos Abobakus are still thinking this is a dream. It's not real. But in their closet, they are crying, mourning. How could this man do this? Now, what did he learn with Bokwari, and what has he learned as the vice president and the acting president? Nigeria, listen to this, because to those of you who are comfortable blaming Bokwari, this Bokwari, not this, some of you already make I tell you in clear terms. Majority Buhari. When you say Buhari, you must put Oshibajo beside. They are 1 and 2 together. You remember when they murdered people at Lekki? Sure, you remember this. A bloody day, the way that is talking about what I have learned in the highest place. What did he learn? Listen, in 2015, Nigeria's naira to a dollar was 199 naira to a dollar. It is now 600 naira to a dollar. A bag of rice in 2015 was 7,500 naira. Today, a bag of rice is 30,000 naira. What do you call it? Unemployment rate in 2015 was 13 million. Today, in 2022, more than 70 million Nigerians are jobless today. Are you following me? In 2015, the total debt of Nigeria local and foreign, was put at 45 billion. Today, the total debt of Nigeria, local and foreign, is put at $137 billion. Are you following? In 2015, the number of internally displaced people, refugee people from the terrorists in northern Nigeria was this corrupt. They put them at 1 million people. Now, today in 2022, 7 years after, the number of people displaced by Fulani terrorists, Boko Haram, ISWAP, has now skyrocketed to over 17 million. Wait for it, oh. In 2015, they said the total number of 11 million children are out of school. Today in 2022, more than 23 million school age children, they are not in school. They are roaming about everywhere today. And in 2015, they said that the poorest Nigerians were between 70 to 80 million people. Today, more than 180 million Nigerians are living in abject, drastic, chronic poverty. That is their record. In northern Nigeria today, more than 11,798 schools have been shut down in Kaduna, in Kano, in Yobe, in Taraba, in Niger, in Adamawa, in all these places, in Katsina, because terrorists have told them to shut those schools. In 2015, it was Chibok girls, until Dapchi happened. Until Kankara happens, until mass kidnapping. Now, 30 days after they kidnapped 168 people on the Kaduna-Abuja railway, 30 days ago, the families of those that were in captivity have not heard anything, and they are mostly have been abandoned by the government because they've moved on. Boko Haram is holding iftar, Ramadan break with judges, with governors, with party this, with that. Fake Pastor Ruga is holding iftar for politicians, for delegates. Amechi, the Minister of Transportation, is junketing everywhere because he wants to be president. It's complete joke, isn't it? And the people, they probably, because you have not been captured, okay? Don't worry. You still currently have choices, okay? Seriously. These are the people they took 30 days ago, right? They were just traveling. They were just like normal people like you and me. People will be saying, some of them they feel even like APC, like PDP. Some of them feel be like critic of Boko Haram or anything. But Nigeria happened to them 30 days ago, right? That is not the only thing, though. There are actually those that will actually break your heart. The pictures they have not been showing you. Look at this. These are part of those they kidnapped on that train. Children. There's a pregnant woman. There's a pregnant woman among them. They didn't tell you. That pregnant woman just gave birth. I've been told just yesterday. Now, this is happening, but guess what? They want to be president. They want to continue from where Boko Haram stopped. And you are already excusing them, right? In one of the jibes from Pastor Ruga, this one.
Or aspirant, who on day one can hit the ground running, who on day one knows what to do, who will not spend another 2 years trying to decide what to do. That person is your son, Oluyemi Oshibade. That is that person.
He won't spend 2 years thinking about what to do. You get what I mean? So yeah, it was welcomed in Ogun State. You know, he's now claiming that he's from Ogun State. Abi? He wants to be president now. Vice President from Lagos State, who is now from Ogun State for the time he wants to be president. And Ikene, that he claims to come from. How many of you come from Ikene, Iremo, and all those axes? Shebi, you know how your territory look like, Abi? Now, so then welcome. Here is another one. Yeah. And indoor, they also sang for him. So, it is no longer a joke. That was the moment the governor of Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, the dubious Dapo, quickly endorsed him and said, Omo, now Shibado will go follow who is Jaga bandits. Jagabao, Ewoni Jaga, Tani Jaga Wiri. But I think on this platform, I have told you the story of how dubious Dapo became governor of Ogun State. How many of you remember that? It's payback time. So the guy just gonna do what he has to do. Payback time. The way they manipulated Amosun, as mad as that one claimed to be. And eventually Amosun lost out completely. And Dapo became governor and he's never found his base since then. That was how he got his endorsement from Dapo. Then somebody sent me a video that, oh boy, your star boy is not joking. That even as far away as Ghana, your Pastor Ruga is campaigning. Just this one. Along. That's what they saw. And I think that's the moment that if Numbu feels like Omo, we go take this thing, go face God, oh. Because if you like saying a person we close with person and too small alone you. So I just quickly go Mura, a lesser arch, they call it a be normal arch here. Arch. So about the arch, go face Allah, say, Omo, it don't read you. Last chance. Now you know what I mean? Yeah. So they decided to organize special tawaf. Or be special tawaf for Ajiwaju. We will go pray for Baba. Because if Baba missed it don't finish you. So this is the poster they took to Mecca. The poster where that the only threat they feel like that they have is the unexpected entrant. It was a shocker for them, sincerely. I mean, it is still a shocker for them. So for those who saw Ashiwaju Anwole in Mecca, it was mingling with people here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And some even said they saw him where it was having a shot. Some people crazily said it's probably, mixing things up here as well. I don't know. Bó ṣe gbé ọ̀rọ̀ Ọ̀ṣínbàjò dé Mẹ́kà nìyẹn ṣá.
Wa ni'man nasir. Hasbunallah. Wa ni'mal wakil. Wa ni'mal mawla. Wa ni'man nasir. Hasbunallah. Wa ni'mal wakil. Wa ni'mal mawla. Wa ni'man nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil wa ni'mal maula wa ni'man nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil.
They will do anything anyway. That's what they do, the pretense they do most of the time. But you see, guys, make I tell you something, right? APC, Egbekegbe's form is 100 million, okay? 100 million naira for presidential form. And some of you know that currently, well, it's been 72 days that ASU, they have been on strike. Simply because they said they had an agreement of some money arrangement with the government that the government is not fulfilling, and they have been on strike, industrial action for 72 days. Still counting, by the way. They may never have anything to give, because even during the time that they started their strike, when they started their strike, during the time and now, Boko Haram has given money to God knows how many, but Afghanistan, the Taliban in Afghanistan, they got paid $1 million from Boko Haram in its largesse. As to no get kobo. Now, everybody now has money to go and pay 100 million naira for APC, presidential form, including people who are inside Boko Haram's government right now. People who no pay salary. Ngige want to take form. Now that one go shock you when you hear that the Minister of Education, I heard, right? Is also, ladies and gentlemen, where is he again? I think I found it. This is it. His name is Emeka Nwajura. Currently, according to them, is the Minister for Education, or Minister of Education in Nigeria. Yeah? The guy also declared to run for president. And he just picked a form of a 100 million naira. Yeye Bello, that is owing his own workers in Kogi, pensioners, I mean, as much as 6 years unpaid gratuities in Kogi. He's also picked his own form, 100 million naira. Do you know that 100 million, 100, so 100 million naira, is actually so much that that's what some local government area, entire local government area, actually gets in a month, if they ever get anything. And that is, and also by their law, he's Minister of State, rather. Sorry. Thank you for that correction. He's the Minister of State. 100M. They don't pay. And these guys are still in their offices and their positions. Normally, they were supposed to resign. And then go and pursue their presidential ambition. But the Boko Haram's government is so corrupt that his ministers, governors, all of them, they are taking money from the covers of their own different ministry and states to fund APC, Egbekegbe, and there is nothing wrong with that, according to them. So Amoson will pay his own 100 million naira tomorrow. Amechi already paid his own 100 million. Ngige said his own budget was 500,000. Somebody already wrote a check for Tifnumbu's 100 million. Pastor Ruga, some people are already saying that they are also raising money for Pastor Ruga. All of this, when those they want to lead, majority of them in captivities. The captivities that including children, like I showed you earlier. Look at this. Nobody actually really care about them. Rather, they want to continue from where Boko Haram will stop. 30 days. No one is responsible for them. And nobody will be responsible for them. Okay? And that's part of the reasons why we say, before you become a victim, before this happened to you, if you know the rogues you are dealing with, the rogues you are propagating or promoting, as many of you are, right? You are just a disaster waiting to happen. You see this picture? That could be anybody. It could be any member of your family. Olabakre. Do you get that now? Olabakre, orí ẹ ti dàrú, tó bá ń gbọ́ mi. Gbé ká kíní kúrò lójú kíní bí. We know that there are some wearies like you that whatever we say about these rogues, what will really concern you is that your religion. And I have told many people many times, yeah, if you really want to probably have any kind of peace of mind listening to Maiyegun, you will learn how to detach your religion from these pretenders, from these criminals, parading themselves as one of you. But you see, people like you, Olabakari, you will never do that, because your reason why some of you will see Tifnumbu as somebody, Tifnumbu as anything, is because he is Alaji Tifnumbu. And whatever I say about him, to you, na Allah with the insult, ori eti bale ati watawọn to nie. He's saying something about that I should go and solve my problem with. Who told you I have any problem with any one of you? Nobody has any problem with any of you. We are raising alarm so that we don't become a victim of what you wearies have indulged for so long. So lórí burúkú ẹ lè kóra ẹ kúrò lórí bí tó bá fẹ́ gbádùn ayé ẹ lálẹ́, just kórí burúkú ẹ sẹ́gbẹ́ kan. You know what I mean? I don't have any problem with any of you, any of your leaders. But you know what? Their actions and their inactions actually affect me as well, indirectly. Tó lórí burúkú ẹ ò bá mọ̀. Tó bá jẹ́ Islam ẹ̀yẹn lórí múnú ẹ̀, wàá ṣòfò àti wà tírú Islam ẹ̀ tó ní mind ni. Ṣòro pé àwọn kan wà tó rí lè kí ẹ nípa bó ṣe gbé religion àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe gbé religion yẹn ni. And tó bá ń wà àwọn tó gbé religion sórí, àbáwọn tí religion yín jọ lójú bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tó lè shake bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àbí tó lè lo intimidation yín yẹn fún, why don't you just try that elsewhere? Àwọn olórí burúkú tẹ́ ń pè leader yẹn, àwọn ò ní religion, and therefore to me, olórí bú wọn as bó ṣe jẹ́ olórí burúkú yẹn, I will treat them as that olórí burúkú yẹn gangan. Ṣé rí wọ́n tó bá dẹ̀ stand in the way tó jẹ́ religion ẹ ló fact sí ẹ, you enter it and you also share part of it. Kò move anybody ń bì yìí o, Bákàrè, àṣìírí ọmọ. Mi ò insult ẹ o, mo ń pè ẹ́ ní nǹkan tó yẹ kí n pè ẹ́ ní o. That's not it o, insult ẹ kí abúlórí burúkú lélẹ́yìí, ta ló ń insult ẹ? Because people like you are there too. There are many people like you there who feels like when you take on these rogues, they always look for that means and say, oh, he didn't like him because he's a Christian. Oh, he didn't like him, he's criticizing him because he's a Muslim. And that's actually a trigger for somebody like myself, because it is always the moment to call out Wiri like you and say, Tifnumbu is not a Muslim, or Shubade is not a Christian. Okay? So when I talk about them, I talk about rogues. And when I see them gabbed in that fake pretense, public face, I don't see them as Muslims or Christians. So tolori bruku e Bakari, to ba feel offended, tori mo show lori bruku Tifnumbu yini meka. We know that is where they group now. Where do you think they always group? Where do you think the lori brukus that are leading you? Where do you think they group? They group in Mecca, they group in Jerusalem, they call on Jesus, they call on Muhammad, and you buffoons, idiots. What do? You cow behind them. Allah knows best. Have you really ini? Allah knows best ini. Holy Ghost knows best. When you see those who are the leaks of Allah knows best, when we are talking about rogues, you can join them. Go kori bruku sigbo. One go come on ba wi o, mo ba won beat here no we ni. Don't think mo come on daruko eni o. Because I know Wiri like you. There are Wiri, many Wiri like you everywhere. Tifnumbu is not a Muslim. Oshubade is not a Christian. Bokwari is not a Muslim. And in this case, if no be say as it be, you can say they are not even Yorubas. You know what you claim to use to say, this person is a Christian. You don't watch people killed and come out to lie about it. That is probably unreligious. So if I now see them gabbed in that If I see them, they do, and all those your fake imam. All of those people with a big bed sheet all over their head. Reciting what many of you don't even understand. Threatening you, intimidating you, lying to you. All of them, what? To cower you under the criminals who are allergies. Allergy is an allergy. He's a man of God. He sent people to Medina. He sent people to Abulori Bukuni and Bakari. Olori Buku tell my Johnny Mo insult or they don't care. And we are just disaster waiting to happen. And it can happen to anybody. So you see them when they said that, and I told you, the reason why it always sells well is this. They believe that once these rogues, once they appear in Mecca, whatever they have done to them in Nigeria, whatever they have stolen from them, whatever any of their policies that has probably destroyed them and kept them poorer in that contraption, Allah has forgiven them. So who are you not to forgive them? The idiot will now go into all their mosques. They will go into all these places. They will be preaching, Allah forgives. Allah forgives. I met him in Mecca. When I saw him in Mecca, I saw the way he was praying to Allah. Allah has said this and that. MaiyegunsDiary Politico. I'm doing it because people like you will not continue to say, shut up, don't say that. Don't insult Allah. Allah will return a job, believe in Nigeria. Allah tell you believe in Nigeria, not believe in Dubai. It's your own Allah different from the Allah in Saudi Arabia. Is your Allah different from Allah in Dubai? And you use your own Allah. Intimidating, they don't talk like that. Be careful what you say. Allah this, Allah that. I've ever show for that Allah Nigeria. The same thing I told these other ones who say, don't touch my anointing. Tala anointing. Don't speak like that to man of God. Aburi Bawati at man of God. Is that not on this platform? We neutralize that. Because those are the simple things that they always use. One, to scare you away and stop you from discussing the rogues. Because they are rogues. Identify as Christian, identify as Muslim, identify as Yoruba, identify as Igbo, identify as people who actually care, but they don't. Everything about them is different from what they claim to be. And that is why it is easier to note that whatever they say they believe in, they don't believe in them for good. So Bakari, for the last time, some said why should I remove him? Let him stay there. What are you talking about? They are all about there, minding their businesses. They don't give a damn. But when you need to hold them responsible, that's when they will say, my friend, you need to wash your mouth. You cannot talk about this man of God like that. I know where if it's don't mind anybody that tell you that he's a fan of Maiyegun and is still pretty much interested in when Maiyegun show these rogues and whatever religion they pretend to practice, and you get offended. You know, I used to say, hey, don't be offended though. Caveat to what I'm about to say now may offend you or something. Please don't take Abolori Brukuni out offense to any. Monsoro awon ole, monsoro awon gbewiri. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn apààyàn ó ní ó wà offended torí wọ́n rí wọn ní Mecca àbí wọ́n rí wọn Jerusalem àbí wọ́n dárúkọ ẹnìkan wọ́n pe God níbì kan. You see how they call God? I can't tell you say no be God that they call. These guys are mad though. You can't they feel offended. I make way for any to my shami simbi to one ben. So they are telling you go and get your PVC, go and get your PVC. Rogues are grouping. Hawks are gathering. They are making your choices known to you. And these choices they are making known to you, none of them is yours. They're going to cover you, use religion, use everything they could use. And then people like us are saying, no, you need to see through, you need to see them beyond that. You need to see beyond the veil. Yes, Nigeria is done for, it's messed up. Fine. Will mess everything up. Okay? Let's just go and group. Who are you grouping for? You are grouping to elect Peter Obi, elect Wike, Tambuwa, Atiku, Dele Momodu, Abina Udom or Saraki. How many of them are lining up today to come and lead you? Which of them do you actually want to pick? I already seen it on social media. I said, listen, Nigeria is a messed up place. So if you say, listen to this, don't be say we no care, we no kuku they consider. Or we know they think about, okay, if they don't want to take our own option right away. We said, if all of una, no be say una they pretend, lie to yourselves. If you are not pretending to be one Nigeria, fake one Nigeria, waiting for your turn, everybody waiting for his own turn. Is your Yoruba brother, you need to support Abe Blue Danoni. Tani Yoruba brother, Abulu Brukulele, Tani Yoruba brother. Who is your bro? You need to support your brother. You ask Abi, who is Abi? So you claim to be one Nigeria, fine. In 1999, when it was so obvious that, oh boy, we don't misdo, we don't overdo. If nothing, if we no agree, say make Yoruba man become president of Nigeria, now it's going to be a matter of time when Nigeria go into another civil war. And if Nigeria enters civil war, you won't survive it all. They all agreed Yoruba man should be president. All of them come they read Bible now, come they quote Quran, come they quote all manner of other things, telling us that you cannot agree to make an Igbo man your next president. Is that not for equity? But the Yoruba man will say, oh, so you are doing all of this. Or did they tell you that half of those who are on this platform are voters card? So when we say no election, no voting, no nothing. Do you not know that we don't even get time? There's no time for it. It's a pure waste of time, we say. But say you like go and get PVC, to go and elect your rogue criminals, APC, PD. Abi, is that not what you are getting your PVC for? Now, even within that, when I want to drag yourself, cut to yourself throat, you go soon start killing yourself soon. Or who go be your president, who go be this, who go be that. In that contraption. So if you say you be one Nigerian, you feel make an Igbo man president. Everybody agrees. So yeah, no Nigeria, no break. But even making an Igbo man the president of Nigeria, will not save Nigeria. I don't know if many of you have actually thought about that. I just thought I should tell you, because many of you are still going to be swayed by that. I was online yesterday. People said they want to raise the 6 billion naira for Peter Obi. Talking about antecedent, talking about record. Yeye Bello want to be governor. Tifnumbu want to be governor. Fake Pastor Ruga want to be governor. Peter Obi want to be want to be president rather. Sorry, they want to be presidents. Among them, the only one who seen so far that I would say, okay, if you say you have your one Nigeria, United Nigeria, make an Igbo man your president. Abi, it will still be the one with the less baggage, who is also a criminal too. I haven't told you that before. Peter Obi himself, there is something called crime that they call a tax evasion. Peter Obi there is no record of where Peter Obi stole any money. Not yet. Rather, he is one of those they said saved money. In fact, he was the only one who left government and he saved money. According to them, he didn't borrow anything. But his own successor said it was a lie. There was a monumental debt. Yes, he saved money. He confirmed that. But he's yet to be accused of stealing any money. But he's been accused of taking his money outside Nigeria in order to evade tax payments, which actually can land him in life in jail. But Nigeria is a crime scene. It's a lesser one to what they will say others are committing, who loot what others pay. But Peter Obi has job, investment banker. somebody who is a CEO of a few other banks, right? Somebody who has been an investor who has created real, enterprises out there. Fact for fact, I'm saying, talk less of those who have stolen your money to what? To build mansions, build schools, build things for themselves, only to turn around and say, we need more. So that Peter Obi, they said he will never win. Some people now said they want to raise their money, and they actually started raising money. They started raising money. They said they want to raise 6 billion naira for him in order to face people like Atiku and Wike. But the bottom line is this: which Nigeria are they coming to be president over? Give me 1 sec. Which Nigeria? The one that has now been surrounded and, mostly, covered by the different armed terrorists that the country can no longer even account for? Or is it the monumental poverty that these rogues have created that they are coming to supervise? And on what constitution is he going to come and do any miracle? When you ask yourselves all these questions, right, the answer will tell you one thing: this is going to end in failure as well. There are so many things that goes into this. So I don't know who will be your next president if Bokwari and gang ever leave. I don't know if you are actually going to have your 2023. And like I said, as many people have actually said that, don't look out for it, yeah? But whatever it is, which Nigeria are they coming to supervise or to lead? This one, with the Abdul Salami Abubakar's trashy book. Come on, man. It is called Buying Time. And with what they have created so far, it is a time bomb. And I've said it. If you know that they don't care, and suddenly they begin to care, it will be your own fault if you fall for them. That will be your own fault in this regard. So I was reading the list of those and I said, where is it exactly? Are the people going to have the way out? You have no way out until you create one. The mess is there. You just want to help them clean it up a bit by making it, by extending it. And I said, careful. Because you should be careful of what you wish for. The terrorism you're witnessing today in northern Nigeria and in all part of the rest of Nigeria, you see this man. The reason why they kept him as an ambassador in Benin Republic is no other reason than to keep him in the loop. Keeping him in the loop means is keeping tab on the goings of Bokwari's government and ensuring that what they buried remain buried. So there are some reports coming out now that this guy, who happened to be the itinerary officers or something like that for the Nigerian military, he was the guy in charge of taking record of all the weapons supplied into the Nigerian armory or taken out of Nigerian armory, right? Buratai the Butcher. So during the Goodluck Egbere Jolantan's government. So Buratai the Butcher, when Bokwari came to power, got promoted to become the chief of staff, chief of army staff, Nigerian Army. And according to records that came to light, immediately he became the chief of army staff. This guy started paying himself 2 million naira every 2 days. And he didn't stop there. He started allocating military properties, that are being supervised by another military, another agency in the military, the army properties to himself, right? Converting them to his own use, and indeed to the point that he became so rich that he bought 2 shopping complexes for his wives, for his 2 wives in Dubai. He is also the man responsible for the killings of over 1,400 Shiites in Zaria, Kaduna. And he is also responsible for the Operation Python Dance 1, Python Dance 2, Python Dance 3. This operation of the Nigerian army killing and then killing of innocent people in eastern Nigeria, young people mostly, burning their properties in the name of looking for self-determination agitators. He was also the man who ordered the shooting and the massacre of over 180 people at Lekki Toll Gate and more than 400 others across Nigeria during the NSAS protest. In one of the actions, which is this. Now, a lot of people were murdered that night, and they denied. Nobody is, this same guy got rewarded as Nigeria ambassador to Benin Republic. He is not alone. Many of those who served with him, who killed for Bokwari with him, they were all rewarded. But there is something too. There is something too that they believe that the reason why they have to keep him is no other reason than everything they have done, everything they believe they have buried. They have to remain buried. Therefore, the power must remain in the hands of the rogues who are currently protecting Bokwari and his presidency. No joke. This is when I said there is no 100% guarantee of your 2023. And once they begin to see that people are going to know that, then there is going to be a mass level of assassination as they are plotting. There's so much in the pipeline that I feel like those who are parading themselves as those who want to come and rescue you or wants to be this or next and all of that, are they actually seeing all of this? Maybe they are, maybe they are not. Maybe they are, and they have their own plans. That is why we must also keep to ours. Yoruba sovereign nation. The ideology that everybody needs to have. It is who you are, it is who we are. If we don't keep it alive, we will get lost in the shovel of things that are still going to happen in this Nigeria. Those who are parading themselves as representatives of Yoruba land have sold up. You know that they sold out enough that they are now just helping to keep us in a contraption without any choice. Now, if people say you don't have choice, sometimes you can let them know that you do. Yes, you should. And that is why we continue to do what we have to do in this regard. Raising awareness and then, telling people that we must have this conversation, and presidency or no presidency shouldn't be the priority of the responsible Yorubas, except for these political jobbers whose season is here, and people like us are just business spoilers. And I'm happy to join those who are going to spoil their political business in this era. We can't be deceived all the time. If we allow it, it's our fault. Not even when we know better. We say if we know better, we should do better. Didn't we say that? And that's exactly what we're going to do. We continue to raise the awareness. Some said, why don't you come back home? Come back here and say this here. Don't worry. You're going to see me. But before you see me, you're going to feel me. Before you see many of us coming back home for the real struggle for the Yoruba sovereign nation, right? You are going to feel us right there in your streets, possibly right there in your bedroom. You will feel it. You will say, well, this Yoruba sovereign nation people, they follow me here. Yes, we will follow you everywhere. I mean, we will continue to infiltrate all the bogus messages that they have fed you for so long that is making you never to see that this whole thing is not planned for your own good. You are just like the pawn on their chess table. You will be as long as as you allow them until you stop. We are not going to believe that you're going to stop right away. But you're going to feel me. Yeah, if you see our people in Ile-Ife, when you see our people currently in Ikorodu going to Lagos, when you see our people currently on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, many of you have been feeling us there. There is more to see because there is more they have made you to unseen, and we unveil them. Unveil them, reveal them, and then you will see clearly. You will begin to have that conversation on the street properly, like never before. Then many of you who have been watching Maiyegun for so long, you will begin to say, wow, I never thought that they would take it to this street, like many of you are already saying, right? So on MaiyegunsDiary Politico, we choose to go in the route of education. Education in the sense that people need to understand why this is important. And I'm going to say this in few words, just for the sake of what I'm about to say next, okay? Nigeria is not working. You don't need good leader to make Nigeria work, okay? You don't need God-fearing leader to make Nigeria work. You don't need good people to make Nigeria work. You need a real system that we actually recognize you and acknowledge you for who you are from wherever part you are. And to build that, it simply means they need to ask every part of that place called Nigeria today if they want to be part of the Nigeria or not. Why are they afraid to ask that question? And why are you afraid to answer that question? Do you want Nigeria? And what would be your reason? And what would you, if you don't want Nigeria, what would be your reason? Why are you afraid to have that conversation? You shouldn't be afraid. The criminals who are benefiting from it should be the ones afraid, right? It is when you have that conversation, if the majority says, let us stay here, that will also give you an opportunity to decide here for what. What are the conditions that we should use to stay together if we choose to stay together? For the first time, every part of Nigeria can decide what type of government they want, what type of security they want, what type of economy they want, what type of society they want, what type of commerce, everything they want, what type of law for this or that. That opportunity is what they don't want you to have, because that will give you power, the real one, right? And you can actually reshape how you live or exist. Your education, your healthcare, your economy, your security, your infrastructure. You know what I mean? Your different institutions, they must have injection of the people's will and wishes, not the wishes of some selected rogues who decide for you because they believe that they know what you want, they know what you need, and they've been deciding for you for 60 years. Look at your education, look at your electricity, look at your infrastructures, look at your judiciary, look at your own economy, look at the system they run. They are running this system because the system is an imposing one. You didn't approve of that. So how dare you then feel like they have the right to make you believe in what you never have a clue about, but to reject what you should understand, which is there was a Yoruba land before Nigeria. And when Nigeria came to be, that Yoruba land was still recognized. Today, it is polarized, divided, and impoverished. Why? Because the system allowed that. How difficult is that for you? So that is why we want to make an average person in Yoruba land. This is not an ethnic or tribal or whatever war. Listen to me. Politics that brought all of us together is the politics of colonialism. And don't ever forget that God did not create Nigeria. Don't let any mofo tell you that. Whether that person is wearing bedsheet all over his head, or the person is jumping up and down in spirit, don't let any mofo tell you that. God did not create Nigeria. We were forced together against our will and wish. And we've never, the first time we were allowed to have a say in what and our role, or what our role would be as part of Nigeria, was 1957, when they asked us. We demanded then for regional autonomy, which was self-rule in Western Nigeria at the time, because that's what we always ask for. We don't have to be part of a fraudulent Nigeria, because there's so much difference there. We can still be neighbors. That's who we are. So don't let any mofo continue to put it in your head that God told them this, God told them that, or God created Nigeria. It's all bullshit. Don't believe in them. It is the creation of colonialists for their own political and economic gain. And when they finally fused us together in 1960, we were independent of one another. There was nothing like one Nigeria. So we had an identity. That identity did not make us hate the Igbos, or make us hate the Hausas, or the Fulanis, or any of the Domas, or we didn't hate anyone. We had our place, and we were growing in our own pace. That's who we are. That is the identity that one Nigeria robbed you of. Today, one fake Nigeria is now turn by turn Nigeria Limited, whereby a Yoruba man would not want to stand an Igbo man will not want to stand the Hausa man, and Hausa man will not want to stand an Ijo man will not want to stand an Idoma man will not want to stand an Yoruba man will not want to stand a Fulani man. That is the Nigeria they have built, because after they forced everyone together, they looted everything from everywhere, and they put them in the center to share. So what happened? Everybody want to go to that center, so be in charge of the sharer, while their people continue to live in abject penury and poverty. So our identity was taken away from us, and they then started telling you this: one Nigeria, let's come together, let us pray for a leader. Let us pray that God give us. You and who they pray for who? That is, you are trying to force what shouldn't be. And in a circumstance like this, there is always a procedure of how to make an even distribute, even a cutout. Yeah, there are ways. One of them is to begin to have that conversation. So don't be afraid of it. Okay? Don't be. Around with it, anywhere, we know how to checkmate them. Don't be afraid to talk about it. You are not mad, you are not stupid if you strongly believe in the Yoruba sovereign nation. You are not mad, you are not stupid. In fact, I have to congratulate you, because you know what? The damages that Nigeria has done, the fake one Nigeria that Nigeria has done, is not limited to those in Nigeria. There are millions all over the world from Nigeria. They say the same thing. They speak the same thing, like the same people in that contraption too. So don't feel like you are mad, or why am I? No. They have psychologically destroyed many. Today, you see grown-up people. You'll be talking about it and they will be telling you that, you know, I just think that we should all pray to God. I say, in my mind, though. You see, my brother, I watch your program. You see, me, I just, you know, Nigeria is so complex. So they'll be pretending to be intelligent. Nigeria is so complex, you know. It's not easy to break up a country like that. Nigeria is so complex. Let us just pray for good leader. Okay, they left Nigeria. Nigeria didn't leave them. They are watching me right now. Maybe some of you will be careful when you see me next time. And say, Maiyegun, I mean, you they talk about that day. You can't think to you. Thinking to the extreme of saying the whole community, the whole country agrees that let's do it this way. It's too much for you. I know. When it's too much for you, you left Nigeria. Nigeria did not leave you. Low thinking faculty. The mentality that says you cannot fight them because you have been conquered. And it didn't start today, my brother. I know. Mommy, I know the way they conquered you psychologically. It didn't start today. It took me 28 years. And it is taking many of you 50, 60 years. You think it's not a joke? From the day they born you, they have been injecting it into you. Subservient lifestyle. Say, hey, mommy, what is that? Shut up your mouth. Don't say anything. Ah, daddy, that's a lie. Shut up your mouth. You are saying your daddy is lying. You can never say elders are lying. Never. Hello, sir. Your teacher. You say, your teacher, you are wrong. You say, this or you too know, Abi. All those things to checkmate you, to break you into what the system is. Because if you begin to act above it, your parents have got to say, Omo, at is your mobile. There is a way the society wants you to be, and that's how many of you grew up. It's difficult. Thinking is a job. Somebody said that some people should be paid. Some people should be paid for thinking, just for thinking alone. They pay them. Because thinking is a job that many people don't want to apply for. You see people abroad, they will be telling you, they know they will complain. A country, look at that Tinubu and this one, they say, then when they finish, you see, Baba, that's why we said we should encourage that the people should come together and demand for this. Shut the whole place down and demand for this and that. My brother, that one is not important. That one is not possible, Jare. Let us just pray for good leader. Pray for good leader. Let us just pray for. Let us just elect good leader. Elect good leader. So on MaiyegunsDiary Politico, we decided to get involved. Getting involved in the advocacy for the Yoruba sovereign nation. And in the last, especially this month of April, we decided to fund some publicity, test the water, and see how we're doing. If it is something, an adventure that we'll do more. Of course, it's been over a week now. It's been over 10 days. Over 8 days that we erected our first billboard. And so far, so good. We have done almost 10 of that, which is great from what we have as our saving. We raised funds on this platform. And there's so much that we have managed to do. There's so much we have done, I have to say. And in fact, it has become so it's become so kind of loved that it has attracted the interest of the highest ranking or hierarchy of Yoruba Nation self-determination campaign group, Ilana Omo Odua. And we've done well for them too. However, there is this plan we had early this month, and that plan was that we will be doing our things on budgets monthly until we have the general wallet that we will be calling Yoruba Rescue Fund. So 2 days ago, I came here to tell you that we will need, we needed to fire the volunteer who promised to help us build the website about 6 weeks ago. So it seems that it is not working. So it got fired. I mean, well, it may not see it as being fired anyway, but we have to say we are not doing it with him anymore. Just 2 days ago. And in the last 2 days as well, I have been contacted by several other developers who are pretty much interested. And the idea we want to use this time around is that I'm still asking for more designers, developers who are interested in helping us build this viable platform that we are working on and deliver them in 2 weeks. I got the mandate 2 days ago. 2 days ago, Monday, which means that we are expected to deliver something by the second week of May. So, which is pretty much before us. So what I plan to do now is that all our developers who are interested, please, I will advise that you send me an email, please. If you send me a text message on WhatsApp, I've got thousands of messages there that yours could be lost in between, okay? And I don't want to miss out, okay? I got a message from a gentleman who messaged about his friend in Dubai who is also interested and is also probably watching me right now. Please send an email to Diaspora Radio International at gmail.com, okay? Send an email there. So the plan is to put all these developers on a WhatsApp group, in a group, okay? So we'll be sharing what everyone is doing or what part are you working on and the rest until we deliver what we want to deliver. In this case, I want you to reach out. I already have 2 people in my email and I have told them I will keep in touch with them. Once we have the number, maybe 4 or 5 people, 4 or 5 developers, I'll share my ideas with you. Then you come up with this brilliant, save platform. However, so in April, we planned that we were going to spend between 8 million and 10 million naira. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have nearly crossed that threshold now. Okay, so we have already spent over 8.6 million naira this month alone in April. So I'll give you the breakdown of that at some point. For those who actually, for those of us who have been following this, so we said that except for any emergency request from Oloye Sunday Igboho himself, we are no longer funding anything this month of April. Everything will have to move to May, okay? So there is already a request in the pipeline for our own Oloye. And I'm just waiting for him to give the green light and it will get quickly processed for him. But there's also something I need to tell you. Some people came to me and they said, is it that our people are currently not interested in this fundraiser and what have you anymore? And I said, no. If you ask me, I will say I'll kind of take a blame for it. I have always been saying that, I'm going to continue the fundraiser, and I've never. The reason is because for the past 1 month that Facebook restricted my page. It slowed down those who have access to what we were doing, what we have done, the money we have spent, and those we have actually spent them on and all of them. So it slowed down those information for many, many people, except for many of you on YouTube with me who were following those, the actions at the time until we got to this stage. Yeah. So I haven't pushed for us to continue our fundraiser. I'm going to do that tonight. Yes, I'm going to do that tonight. And I'm going to do that while I open the line, okay? Because with what we have spent so far, it has become obvious that, we are running out of our cash now. Not running out. We are running low enough that we will likely not be able to embark on similar thing we did this month, next month, in any way, all right? But however, I want to use the last hour, my last hour this evening, to open the line. Ask me any question you want to ask. Drop any contribution you want to drop, and I'm going to be raising fund this hour. And if you are willing, my friends, this is what do you call this? Is a pay. I think it's a pay week, isn't it? So what we're going to do is that it is voluntary. Remember, so we are going to start from where we stopped. There is 33,000 pounds up there, and our target was 50,000 pounds. So tonight, while I open the line for you to call in, make your own contribution, I'm also going to share the link to this fundraiser for this part. And if you want, be part of it. If you don't want, just ignore it, okay? Nobody should give what they can't afford or what they don't have, okay? When you give, it's voluntary. So you can do this through the PayPal, do this through the Give, Send, Go as usual. And there's also going to be a display of the bank details, the one we've used in the past, all right? So let's see if we can raise 10 pounds, 20 pounds, or even maybe 100 pounds tonight. Until then, let me make a short, I'm going to have a short break. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. So when I get back, we will continue. So what is that? One moment. Thank you. So this is me back, right? And then if you probably want to be part of this, where you can ask your question directly now. The line is open, and I think that's it on your screen. And it is a WhatsApp call only. Excuse me. I'm going to drink this. I think I have I've got somebody on. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
General.
About.
General Maiyegun.
Yes,
our
sir.
own professor.
How are you, sir?
Our own GO. Baba, Tori Bakari, let me tell you, Olori Buruku Ola Bakari, ó ti pẹ́ díẹ̀. Má ṣàǹfààní, kó máa gbọ́, tó bá ń gbọ́, Olori Buruku. Àwọn fi religion, wọ́n fi wá kó wa lọ́bẹ̀ lọ. Ṣé kò lẹ́sìn tá à ń sìn kò ti kí religion tó dé ni? Àmọ́ pa gba religion bá àgbòṣe orí burúkú táwọn ń ṣe yìí. Kọ́mà tí ìmẹ́nu bà anything báyìí, wọ́n á ti máa pariwo Allah. Wọ́n á ti máa pariwo Allah, wọ́n á ti máa pariwo orí burúkú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ṣépè fún yàrá ìyá wọn. Kí ni religion ti ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú kagba nation tiwa? Wọ́n á sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n á bá Tinubu tó lọ bẹ ibi tó lọ yẹ. Ṣé Allah kan náà kọ́ ló ń pè tó fi túnbẹ̀ ṣe?
Tó fi túnbẹ̀ ṣe.
Wọ́n náà ń lọ lẹ̀ mímọ́, ń bo ni lẹ̀ mímọ́. Ṣé lẹ̀ Yorùbá ò ṣe lẹ̀ mímọ́ ni? Àwọn olórí burúkú ọjọ́ tó bá tún sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá tún dá ó máa ṣòfò tọmọtọmọ ni àbó lórí burúkú ni.
Kó máa gbọ́.
Kó máa gbọ́ ó máa ṣòfò tọmọtọmọ tìrán ni. Àwọn olóṣì ọ̀pọ̀ náà bẹ́ẹ̀.
Àníkà má tí ì wí ta láìwí ni kò má tí ì wí ta láìwí ni wàá gbọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ ni mo gbà.
Wà á ní ẹni sùúrù. ẹni sùúrù Tinubu ló lè ṣe òun ló máa ṣe mo wá bẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ọ̀gbẹ́ni mo ní ìwọ ń kọ́ wọn ò lè ṣe ni orí burúkú tó wá ṣe orí burúkú yẹn o rò bóyá tó rò wá ń lo òyìnbó ìlú òyìnbó tó wà mí pé òṣòrìrè orí burúkú ló ń ṣe ẹrú ló ń ṣe wọ́n mú ẹlẹ́rú líle òtútàjò wọ́n tún mú ẹlẹ́rú àwọn olóṣì olórí burúkú sábẹ́ tó lọ jàre.
My brother, God bless you, jàre. I got another call there. Here we go. Hello there.
Hello,
Abo.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Maiyegun.
I can hear you loud and clear, sir. Hello.
In case Teban Gomi.
I want going loud and clear.
Yeah, welcome back to your base.
Thank you.
And thanks for the hello?
Go on, sir. We can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Hello. Yeah, thanks for the representation at JJ Man.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
But the issue, two things. One, you are a Yoruba person.
That's right.
I'm suggesting, if it's possible, for you to appear in Yoruba attire always. Even in Indigo attire. Sometimes. And then number two, the issue of the people that are going to construct or work on the fund.
Yes, sir.
It has to be verified from another angle, independent angle, to know that there is no loophole in that app that we're going to be using to contribute.
That's right.
I'm not hearing you, but I don't know if you are hearing me.
I can hear you loud and clear,
I don't have another device in which I'm using to listening to you. But my name is Adeshola. You are Olushola.
Yes.
You are Omobayemi.
Omoyemi.
I'm from Ekweru. You are from Odogbolu.
Thank you.
We are close about. You will remember.
I will. I do.
Okay. In case I can call back, I will try.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, that's a good one. I think we're having an issue with his connection, but somehow he managed to deliver his message. So, hello there.
Maiyegun. Hey. Maiyegun, brother mi.
Oh, yeah.
Olórí wa yé, olórí wa jọ̀wọ́.
Wow.
Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
In fact, nǹkan kan wà tí mo kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ sọ nípa idiot tó ń sọ nípa bóyá Muslim or no Muslim yẹn. Àkọ́kọ́ náà, ní North, wọn recognize Mùsùlùmí Yorùbá. Àkọ́kọ́ nìyẹn. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ni pé tó ń pariwo pé don't talk to a man of God like that. Tinubu is Tinubu a man of God or a man of devil? Tinubu that we all know. Okay, I want to ask them questions. What have they asked all these stupid tyrants that they call themselves politicians or aspirants in this presidential race? They do not ask them any question. And secondly, these people have not given them any respect whatsoever to talk to them. They only use their money to speak to them in the language that they believe they understand.
That's right.
Which is very, very wrong. And it will never take us anywhere. And they can still not see that yet. Imagine these useless youths, call themselves youth. They went to Abuja to meet Egbere Jolanta. That he should come back. Come back to do what?
So come on.
Are they not tired of poverty? Are they not tired of stubbornness? Even Tinubu said it himself that any country where there is no electricity, there will be no progress.
Of course.
And you are part of this government for the past 7 years. Imagine this stupid idiot and this youth who are still at Oniko Stadium.
Yeah.
Campaigning for Tinubu. How long are we going to continue like that? These people need to have some senses into their brain.
That's why we have to feed it to them everywhere they turn. Yes. And
if we need to cost them, we have to. Whatever it takes, that is what we're going to do now. If you don't take it with peace, we take it by force. Because this is our right. This is our best right. Okay, this is what happened recently. A guy went to Nigeria with his mom. On their way from Lagos to Ondo, this custom officer stopped there, right? And he requested for 5,000 naira. I'm sure you must have seen the video.
I think I have.
And this guy had to shoot this guy, and he died immediately because of 5,000 naira.
Yes.
Is that the same government we want to continue with? And Buhari has the audacity to come out to say insecurity in Nigeria now is better than the way it was in 2015 before he became the president.
That's right.
And the people cannot see any sense that these people are just playing with our lives. They don't really care. They only care about the money more than the life of human beings that they are governing. And this Femi Adesina in a recent time went to national TV, was talking rubbish.
As usual.
You could not even say the truth to the power. How long are we going to live in this world? Look at Alaafin. If anybody asks me that Alaafin is going to die, I would deny it that this can never be possible. But Alaafin just died like a chicken. And look at how his corpse was just taken everywhere when he died.
I know.
Just like he was nobody when he was alive. And people can still not even use that as an opportunity to say, okay, I think we need to do things differently, because we cannot be doing things the same way and we expect different answer. No. It will never happen. We have to change our ways, because we are going to, if we vote for any one of these aspirants now, we are going to even suffer more than the way we are suffering now. That is number one. Number two, these northern people has already used what we call division and confusion in the south. That is why you see the Minister for Education that could not even say anything about ASU's right when they were asking him questions. He just walked away from the question. Is that the same person, that was going to lead us again? Right?
I mean, they are the people. They will say God will guide them. They want God to guide them.
Imagine with God does not guide them in this situation. God has given everything already. We don't need prayers. We need actions. That is what we need. And you have got the money to buy a nomination form for 100 million naira.
Yes.
And everybody is happy. And I say, oh, and you know another thing they are using these days, Maiyegun.
I know.
They will say, okay, youth contribute money to buy a form for them, nomination form. The youth that don't have jobs, how are they going to get the money to buy the form? That's number one. I saw something on Twitter this morning. The Punch posted it that, okay, investors are going to provide 21 million jobs. They could not provide the 21,000 jobs for the past 7 years. How is it going to be possible for them to provide 21 million jobs in less than a year? And these people can still not see it.
Festus Keyamo said he was going to employ 774,000 of them. Yeah?
How
he gave
are you going to do it?
One to few. That's the end of it.
How is he going to do it? If we can break it down, maybe we can just listen to it. But none of them has got anything to say about this. No. They are just playing the old games and they are using the old script.
And the system allowed them to do that, because it is the system that allows them. That's the one we have problem with. That's what people need to understand too.
I love them.
They are doing all of this because they have a system that allowed them to do that.
Exactly.
You can't continue like that and expect something different to happen later. It's not happening.
No, it will never happen. Look at what happened in those states recent time and in Ekiti, also Ekiti.
Yeah.
This senator went to them to campaign again. They you need to see what it did to him. And another person went to Ondo yesterday as a member of House of Assembly. They didn't even allow him to say anything. That is what I expect all Yoruba states to do, so that these people will know the damage they have caused.
Yes.
In Yoruba land.
Yes.
We
and
just
that is what people like Bakare don't understand, that our own work will make people react the way they've never seen before, but they should just wait and see. It's just whether
we are frustrating them right now, Maiyegun.
Yeah.
We are really frustrating them, and they don't like it. And we must frustrate them out of that office. That is why I don't really like what Baba Adebanjo was saying about this happened in those days when Awolowo was alive, blah blah blah. This man is alive when they remove issue from our curriculum in Nigeria, in Yoruba land, and they still cannot say anything. They can't say anything bad about it.
No.
And they are working as if everything is fine. They are talking as if everything is okay. How dare Tinubu was talking to the youth that please drive me there. When you cannot support any youth, you cannot drive any youth. What else do you want in this life? What else?
Thank you so much, let me take another person's call as well, right? So, that's a good one. Thank you. Now, there is, I'm going to ask my caller, please. Can you give me a second, please? Just a minute. Now, I want to say thank you to my friend who have responded. So, we started at 33,005 pounds. Now we have seen 80 pounds donated in the last 5 minutes. Okay, 80 pounds. So let's keep it coming. If you have it, drop it now, or you can do it later, anytime you wish to do it. And don't give what you can't afford. Okay, don't spare what you need if you can't. Right. Hello there.
Hello, Agujegbe.
Agujegbe, one name. How are you?
My brother, everything.
We did here.
Okay. I greet all the house, all the followers, and full guy to make a comment here to me. Bí ó wà lára àwọn tó ń tẹ̀lé Tinubu láti rí 1 or 2 naira jẹ́ lára wọn.
Àwọn tó máa ń disguise yẹn ni. Wàá gbọ́, I mean, you can, if you have any problem, kí ni problem pẹ̀lú Tinubu, kí ni tèmi àti wọn, kí ni problem pẹ̀lú àwọn tó mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀. I don't have any problem with them. You know what I mean? It is their action and all of that. But you know, they always do that. Yeah. What's your problem with this, so and so? If you have... don't say anything about Allah, about affect power at Allah, Nigeria. You know what I mean? Like, don't even bring a line to this. I'm talking about a criminal.
So
exactly.
The attitude is good. Nobody is going to condemn anybody's attitude or what they are doing. If it is good, nobody is going to condemn it.
And I'm not even condemning him as a Muslim. I'm not condemning them as a Christian. Now they see them as that.
What they are doing, that's what we don't like.
Exactly.
So, church, then Dubai, Dubai, they're not Muslim. I'm not picture Dubai, Dubai, Saudi Arabia one law. Come on, Turkey, yeah, Turkey. Muslim one Turkey. She won't really make it. She won't government watching show she lele. Me no travel wa pe àwọn tó wá ṣe gira ní Nigeria. Àwọn máa kó wọ́n ti wá, wọ́n máa kó lọ sọ́hùn pé àwọn lọ sí Mecca. But going to Mecca is not the problem.
It's not.
But are you okay in your country before you start going there and backing there? Are they okay? There are people suffering. God said, give people, instead of you going to Mecca like 2-3 times in a year or 2-3 years, why can't you use that money to feed people that is hungry? Here in America, every weekend we have food drive. This food drive are being some organization. They give food out. It's not there. The churches are just collecting money from people and they don't even give the poor to get out of the money.
No.
So everyone complains Muslim because he called the Muslims part. No, we are not condemning the religion.
No,
we are condemning people that hide. People that hide under the religion and be doing bad things. That is the thing. So my second point is I want PFF finishing. I don't know. I know you know the best, and those people they know their best.
Yeah.
àwọn like kọ́mọ àwọn ọ̀ṣọ́kì kí wọ́n lọ create website láti gbáyàn ní internet. I believe àwọn tó ń design ẹ̀ fún wọn náà bí àwọn náà design ẹ̀ fúnra wọn bí àwọn èèyàn ló design ẹ̀ fún wọn. But whichever we are gonna give the job to, kí wọ́n try láti jẹ́ pé kò sí loophole bí first call láti sọ kí àwọn internet fraud wọ́n máa gbàbẹ̀ wọlé o.
Safety of the platform no lower paramount. Exactly.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
Then the third one is for all the people that comes out for the president race. I've never seen anyone that is okay. Like you said, I've never seen anyone that is not part of the group. I've never seen.
Yeah, antecedent.
I've never seen anyone that is going to make it good. I've never seen anyone. Osunbajo say he experienced as a vice, he experienced as acting. Kí ni ó gbé ṣe nínú àtìgbà tó ti wà ń bẹ̀? Kí ló gbé ṣe? Kí ló ṣe? Because I cannot even see the man as a vice president. Ní ìṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe, ó kò wá ń bẹ̀ àti ìbọn èsì like. As a vice president, I don't see.
O tún wá fèsì àwọn èèyàn sọ fún ìgbà pé òun ti lẹ́ni lọ látara wọn so òun ní nǹkan tó máa ṣe.
He led party. Charity Boko Haram bá kúrò mẹ́ẹ̀. This is what I have for Boko Haram. It's better keep Boko Haram something everybody pé kò sí election òun fẹ́ continue kí gbogbo ẹ̀ lè bá dojú rú. Yes, because bó ṣe wà yẹn tó bá kúrò. Mi ìrẹ́ tó wà wọlé tó lè kápá northern side. Àyàfi tó bá yẹ pé north mi ló ti wọlé.
That's a different ball game. Exactly. You know what? You see, they are not protesting now. They are not complaining now. They are killing them. They are kidnapping them because they don't want to do it publicly. Wait, made them say me Southern be president or something like that. Then you will see Nigeria in a new dimension, like they did to Jonathan.
Really, it's going to be brutal. I know it's going to be brutal. If Satana becomes the president, it's going to be. Many things going to happen more than what is happening right now. So they have nothing to offer. People should just look at this. They have nothing. Why somebody that is living out of Nigeria coming back to say he wants to become president of Nigeria? Think about it. People in Western world, when they want to contest for president, they come out, they talk what they want to do. They talk what people need that they will fulfill it,
exactly.
And that's why they are.
About what you're going to do and all of that.
But they will not do that. They will be running around the field, sharing money, visit one palace to the other, visit one state headman to the other.
Making incendiary statements and all of that.
Let people wake up. These people have nothing. All the money that is spending, when they come in, that money they're going to take it back. They don't think that.
Thank you so much, Oba. Let me take another call again as well. Thank you. So yeah, I have another caller, and I also want to say that in the last 10 minutes now we have raised £100 again. So I have a caller there. Hello. Okay, connecting. I'll try this. Here we go. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Great. May the peace of the Lord continue to locate you, find you.
Amen to that.
For a job well done.
Thank you. How are you?
Yeah. Great. We are great, and I hope you are.
Yes, I am.
Thank you for the good job you. Thank you for the good job you did in London over the weekend.
Oh, did you see some of them? Wait for the video.
Yeah. I was on YouTube Live.
It was amazing. Lovely people. Amazing people. Genuine people. Amazing. Who actually like, man, Osita, man.
The only thing I tell a lot of people is that they need to, if you can't be there, but you need to watch So that, because watching all those kind of programs is a wake-up call for people who are sleeping, people who are in slumber. Like you said, that people ask you a series of questions. Yeah, those are the kind of questions that you get over here in the Western world.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people, they don't know that there's a lot of people who sacrifice even their blood to make sure that we can live abroad peacefully the way we live.
Yes.
They don't know. So how they keep telling you, they will tell you, how many years is America? How many years is Great Britain? And how many years is Nigeria? But they are stupid. We are not in different eras. We are not in 2000 and it's not 2022 in Western world, and it's 2005 in Nigeria or 1914 in Nigeria. It is still 2000 and 2000.
That's right.
You don't have to wait for something to happen to you before you can learn.
You don't have to discover how to lead a better life. You can actually see it elsewhere. What is your excuse?
So it's not an excuse. So sometimes I find it funny when people behave like that. Even I was somewhere on Sunday and we were discussing all this matter. We were discussing all these issues. Somebody now asked me, do I believe in what Nnamdi Kanu is doing? Do I believe in Biafra? I said, I believe in it. If I don't believe in it, I wouldn't be around you where you are discussing it. If I don't believe in it, I'll be ashamed of myself. And maybe when you guys are discussing it, I'll walk away. But this one, I didn't walk away. I stood my ground.
Yes.
That's to tell you I believe in it. And I believe that some people here believe in it, but they are just shy to talk about it.
Some are afraid to just say it because of what the backlash should be. Of course. I met few in London, by the way, Osita. I met few people in London that they told me they poured their hearts about the entire struggle. And trust me, they love Nnamdi Kanu. Right? Go on.
Yeah. So one of the things the main thing I really want to make mention here, sometimes I don't like giving credibility to this sham they call election that they are planning. Most of the times I don't want to talk about it. The reason I don't want to talk about it because you're not going to tell anybody in the world that you spend 100 million of naira to purchase a form to go and start. We've not seen anywhere in the world, not in America, not in Britain, not in Australia, not in Canada, not in anywhere. And somebody says he's putting on 100 million naira, even in equivalent, to purchase a phone. That's to tell you that you have mortgaged the future of that some country that you want to come and you say you want to come and serve. Servants don't pay. It is masters that pay. So they are not telling us that what they are masters. They are not servants.
Yeah, master-servant relationship.
Yes, that is what they are telling us. So I really don't like talking about, we should be talking about how to get that constitution repealed so that we can have a referendum.
Yeah.
We are not even saying that we want to break away, but we want to have an opinion. The referendum that people will speak for
at least,
themselves.
it's so straightforward, Osita, right? We said, listen, this arrangement is wrong by all standards, right? Now, if you want to keep it, there's nothing wrong in asking the indigenous people that, do you want to be part of it or not? Now, if they want to be part of it, they will be able to say, under this condition, we'll be part of it. Can't they give them that chance? Can't they give us that chance? We'll pressure it all. Trust me.
This is what we should be talking about.
Yes.
And not, I believe me, I don't want us to be talking about the election that, P2B came out there, Tinubu came out there, all those things. I don't want to be listening to all those things because even P2B, go and mark my word, he cannot win this election. The one that people are saying, he's fair. We saw what he did in Anambra State. He cannot even, and even if he wins this election, there's absolutely nothing he can do because
nothing.
The ground is not fertile enough for him, for any good person to come in there. So we should not be talking about election. What we should be talking about is repealing that constitution.
Exactly.
And putting forward referendum for 2023. They should start planning for referendum for 2023. Let the people speak. Let us empower the people. Let them speak. A lot of people used to think that, that it is when you go to universities and get a lot of degree, that means you are intelligent, or that means you are civilized. No, civilization is in the character.
Yes,
it is what you have imbibed in you. It is what you see. Because if it is, they all went to school. Their children went to school. They breed all of. They live. Some of them live abroad all their life. When it's time for them to come and continue what their fathers have done, they come back to Nigeria. They didn't change anything.
I know.
So what we should be talking about is repealing that constitution, deleting it, and putting another one there that creates a room for us.
That actually represents what people wanted, and then we take it off from there.
We are not fighting anybody. Nobody's fighting anybody. They are still the ones killing themselves, gaslighting people.
Yes.
Like the last caller has said, put in somebody from the south, and you will see what is going to happen. Nigeria will catch fire within the next 6 months. That's the thing that people don't understand. And it's just a shame and a pity, and it's painful. It's worrisome that even the so-called leaders from the south who have been milking, is it not a shame that they have poverty mentality, that they cannot change their mind and say, let us fight for a cause that is justified for the very first time in their life? If all of them come out and say that they are not doing election, they are not going to do anything, that the least that will happen, they will use EFCC against them for some time, but they will surely prevail because it's truth that they are running after. Why is it that none of them can come out? I mean, all of them cannot sit down and come out and say, we do not want this election. Heaven will
or do they want to do that when they lose out in the power game? Because they lose out, right? Then they will turn around and start playing the ethnic card of we need to do this, we need to do that again. Is that what they think they're going to do?
Oh, man.
When they lose out. Osita,
thank you very much.
Let me take another one again there. All right. Thank you so much for your add-on there. So hello there. Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Okay. So I have another person I'm bringing on then, okay? Hello.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. Hello?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Baba. Now, you're going to give me just a minute. Let me say thank you to this, my people. Quickly, 1 sec, yeah? Just hang on me for a minute, yeah? So, I want to say thank you to my friends. I bet some of you are already responding, okay? Which is great. So, from your screen, you will see that we started with 33,005 pounds. So which means tonight we have raised 350 pounds in the last 15 minutes. So for everyone who is still trying to do that on there, I haven't checked other platforms we are using. The PayPal, I haven't checked that, okay? And yeah, I want to say thank you to everybody who is responding. So 350 in 15 minutes. So my caller, hello.
Hello, Maiyegun. Good evening.
How are you tonight?
About you, how are you doing? How family?
I'm very well. I'm still here, and thanks for asking, eh?
Yeah, well, thank God, man.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been just hard work now.
Good to hear from you. Anyway, go on, Baba.
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, I would like to give I like to reply. I need to give reply to that Bakari person. Whoever that person is, this is one of the things that brought us to where we are today. Not only Nigeria, even in the family, in each family in Nigeria. This is what has brought us to where we are, religion. It has destroyed us because we don't know how to handle religion in Africa. Especially in Africa. How, for God's sake, we would, in fact, these people don't realize that they're blackmailing God. Then the stuff, one blackmail alone.
Now.
Because there's some things, it doesn't involve God. You got to be involving God. Why? This man go digitally on the own. Na go blackmailer.
I want defender alone. Maiyegun, I like you, but I don't like the way. I don't want you to insult Allah. I be really lane. Gentleman, look. mi ò no gbádùn I can manage ni o.
Maiyegun kò ṣe tàbí wèrè ní wèrè olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè that's
ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣe pàtàkì lọ́wọ́ òun bá mi sọ pé if I have problem with it I should leave Islam out of it kí ló ṣe mo dárúkọ Islam ní gbogbo tí mo ti sọ látẹ̀kọ́ ni àbí wèrè líle you know what I mean.
olórí burúkú ni and number 2 ẹ̀ka fi ẹsẹ̀ gbẹ̀kan number 2 again bàbá mi jàre you know I think our awareness it has been going on. In fact, Baba, let me applaud you. Baba, you be person. You be person.
They say Akere Koroni that we just do them small, but they feel them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, they started feeling it. My people started telling me because I have a lot of people around Agbado, Congo, on the soil. So I've started seeing people talking about this thing. Even people are talking about seriously. The awareness has to go deep.
Yes.
And I have to thank everybody. The comrades in the house. You guys are super. You guys are great. Because we need to say all this things. We need to applaud each other so we can do more.
Yes,
we can. Do more. We need to do more.
And guess what, Tunde? People are responding. As you are talking, I'm raising money. As you are talking, the bank is filing.
You see now, I trust my book, not people.
It's like every caller brings their own donation as they call in. So yours is starting even before you finish. Go for it, Baba.
You see, Baba. So because we need this ideology has to go deep. It has to go deep, Baba. A nation that's not built on ideology can never stand in the time of war. Forget it. If there's any war on my jack party because of the ideology. Ideology will work. But this ideology will stand firm.
Yes.
We have to build ideology very, very deep into everybody as Yorubas, as Biafran.
Yes.
There's a reason why we are Biafran. There's a reason why we are Oduduwa.
Yes.
This is what you did the other day when you were telling us about your empire. I was impressed. I love that. I've read about that story. I went on Wikipedia. I read it, but I was so happy you read that story out again. To educate people, to know who we are. American must stop. You see all these military Americans, they say, who were, because they know who they are. They are Americans. They will never tolerate anything from anybody, no matter who you are.
That's right.
What to do, Aniwa?
Yes.
We will never tolerate anything from
Tell them.
We're not Omwale. We're not Pata. We are not. There's an ideology behind Yoruba. Nobody should tell us otherwise. I heard this bastard Adamu or whatever going on IG talking about before English name of Nigeria were Negrita. Are you Negrita?
Abaye le fẹ́ bàjẹ́ now.
Olórí burúkú mà nìyẹn.
Wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe nìyẹn. Wọ́n ṣe ń tún story kọ nìyẹn. Wọ́n máa sọ in confidence.
Stupid stories. Àbólórí burúkú ọmọ pàwọ̀ ọmọ history. Àbólórí burúkú làwọn lè.
Obviously, lórí burúkú ni wọ́n jà rẹ̀.
Ọmọ Odùduwà ni wá ká tó fúnra ní Western region kan pàápàá. So come on, story burúkú ọ̀rọ̀ fún àwa. Because he wants to buy gbogbo wọn jẹ and all those people that are following them. We don't want ìwọ tó bá rí pé bá tọ́ sí wọn máa fún wọn lépè àrà yìí.
Tí a tẹ̀ ní wojú ẹni kankan because ṣe mọ̀ pé sometimes àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan wà tẹ́ pé you can't express them tó bá fẹ́ pè kún. Bó ṣe fi gangan you can't really say them tó bá mú èpè díẹ̀díẹ̀ mọ́. That's why mo ṣe mú díẹ̀díẹ̀ mọ́ ètí mo present lẹ́ǹkan yẹn because kò ní really rí tòun tí èpè díẹ̀díẹ̀ ò bá pẹ̀lú. You know what I mean?
Baba, me 100%. Èmi wà pẹ̀lú fire ní fire mi. Kò dídá fún ẹ̀yà alájà ẹni kò tí wọ́n máa bá play platform wa.
Jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, kíkọ́ panumọ́ ẹ̀ náà.
Nobody can blackmail us for asking for self-determination. Nobody is going to do that to us.
It's not a crime. Because there's conversation around it, yeah.
This is our identity. Identity wa lele, and nobody's going to take that away from us.
No.
Nobody.
Thank you.
Maiyegun, thank you, Baba.
God bless you, my
Good
brother.
Work,
nice one. Tunde from South Africa. So a regular, and Tunde is doing wonders for us in South Africa. I haven't actually asked him for a report, but he's a great guy. Hello there.
Hello, good evening, Maiyegun.
Princess. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, Andrew.
I'm very, very, very fine now. I mean, hearing your voice as well, I'm fine. So, give me 1 minute, Princess. Let me say thank you to my people. They've given me £500 tonight in the last 20 minutes. So, I want to say thank you. So, yeah, we've raised the £500 in the last 25 minutes. So, guys, continue dropping that if you still want to. And listen, right? If you don't want to do it on the program right now, of course, you can do it another time. And please, let us swell our bank as we're going to be making a lot of payouts in May again. Princess. Now that's the Niger network acting up now. Hello, Princess.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Hello, ma. Oh, no. And I actually want to hear from Princess. So, this Niger network. Are you there? Okay.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Kilo Shale, she call me worry phone, you know. It's actually so bad.
Network, ne.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's use it now that we can hear you, please. Go on, ma.
It trains seriously here.
Oh, okay.
See, the religion itself, yeah, is a tool. Yeah. It's a tool, like poverty, weaponizing poverty is a tool, you know, like making some kind of people rich and leaving the others poor is a tool. Religion is a tool on its own. Our Westerners not imposed because somebody wrote the Bible. Somebody actually wrote the Quran too.
Yes.
And so there was a day I was talking to someone, I think last week, I called the person up and I was like, okay, the kind of apple that the devil, yeah, I'm just, you know, people like to change narratives. Yeah. So I'm going to just try to talk. I'm going to say this to people, and whichever way, because your parents were doing something and they didn't question it, doesn't mean you should be a fool and keep going about it like it's your tradition. Do you understand what I'm saying, Maiyegun? See, the kind of apple that they said the devil gave Eve in the Bible, what kind of apple is that? You know, devil was God's creation and everything God created was beautiful, innit?
Yeah, that's what we're told.
But King James, the man narrates, Johnny Devil. But I will paint him, yeah, as princess tonight. This story, this Bible story, I'm saying it as princess this night. Yeah? The fruit the devil had with a woman that made her realize that she must go back to her man and try it again. You know? Then she discovered something that was very sweet, yeah? As that should be covered. Something that was that sweet should be covered. The punishment actually came as pain during childbirth. Yet, so many of us didn't know the apple in the story was sex. If you eat something bad, yeah, I'm painting it as me now. If you eat something bad, and you want to get punishment for it, yeah, it should be from defecation. No, okay. If you want to defecate, it should be difficult for you. But the punishment should not come as childbirth. You know? Do you understand what I'm saying? Very good.
I'm following you, ma.
If you have a child, a girl child at 17, they start looking at the mirror and doing all sorts. That's what we tell them. So if we all look at it very well, yeah, child labor and all those theological rubbish, it is something else. That is the way they have changed majority of the narrative. And the Bible even said the tree was in the middle of the garden. Look between your legs. What do you have there? They just change these stories and bring whatever it is. Thomas Foot, they want to slap you on the left side, on the right side, and expect you to turn the left side to them. That's what religion brought for you. They want you to suffer, yeah, and go to heaven. Let the Lord receive reward there. So bullshit Avec Shekiri kan, lọ sí kini kan, ọbẹ̀ lọ sí Kàbá. Ṣé àwọn ọmọ pé òòṣà ló ń sìn inú Kàbá tẹ́lẹ̀ ni? Àbáyé gbogbo wọn fẹ́ bàjẹ́ ni. Àbọ̀ fẹ́ bára yẹn fọwọ́ ni. Our few set of people call one because, yeah. I want to one because I want to go my fire to our 2 to share.
You can't
continue to do that, so.
I'm a falla threatening.
In fact, Allah go be shake nínú Quran àtàdít. Ọlọ́run ọba ò sọ pé òṣìṣẹ́ ṣe yẹn, yeah? Ẹ lọ sí umrah because ẹ ti ní believe pé ọmọ forgive yín gbogbo wèrè tẹ́ ti ṣe throughout the year. Babala nonsense ni Maiyegun. It is bullshit. The Quran did not, okay, Allah said he will forgive. He did not say he will not punish them, Baba. Wisdom is profitable to direct. Wisdom is profitable to direct.
Olórí olè ní fa.
Yeah, Ogundabeje ló máa gbé wá. Majority wọn gan agbógbé fòwòlò wá ẹ lọ dá nǹkan oníkan padà kọ́kọ́ yín mọ́.
Ìyẹn ni pé kọ́ return nǹkan tó jí.
Yes, bàbá. Gbogbo lè tẹ́tí ṣe lọ dá padà. So, I don't know, maybe the spiritual aspect of the Bible ni James rí tó kọ́ lẹ̀ fáwa. Àwọn òde kó yẹ jẹ bàjẹ́ James ló kọ́. Ìbàjẹ́ Bẹ́ẹ̀lì ló kọ́, ìbàjẹ́ Kéènì ló kọ́, because as a matter of fact, ìgbà tí Eve máa padà lọ bọ́kọ̀ ẹ̀, àmọ́ bí Èṣù gan ti bá Eve sùn. Àmọ́ bóyá Eve lọ fi bí Kéènì náà. Tí Kéènì gbé gbogbo jẹ́lọ́sì ilé ayé wa tó padà pa Abel, ẹ má gbé story wèrè wá fún mi, anything tí ò bá ti wà logical mi ìfẹ́ gbọ́. Yes! Tí ò bá ti wà logical bí ṣe wà, I don't want to listen to it. Kíní kan èèyàn kan wá sọ pé kíní kan ó wà lọ sínú ẹ̀mí wèrè wo kí ló tẹ̀mí ò lọ́nú ẹ̀mí àbáyé ayéjọ́ ṣe wà tẹ̀mí ni.
Àbí wà tẹ̀mí sí.
Irú ẹ̀mí wo lẹ́ ń wọ̀ lọ? Ẹ wá sọ pé aláwọ̀ kíní kan is a man of God kò ní já Fọlá Bákàrè. Akúre o, ọwọ́ ìyá ló máa dé sí tó bá dán o.
Ẹ bóyá máa jẹ́ nìyẹn.
Ọwọ́ ìyá ló máa dé sí tó bá dán wọ́n ra ẹni ẹniwọ̀n ní kúre.
Princess, mọ̀kọ́ tó máa ń ṣe, right? They always like to throw that in. Most of the time, yes, they would throw you off guard once they throw God and that. But you don't say now. Mo fẹ́ when don't throw God into my conversation. Kí tó mọ̀kọ́ tó máa fi fún ẹ lésì. When I'm talking,
Maiyegun Easter tó ló ń ṣe yẹn.
Ṣó ya wèrè.
Easter tí wọ́n ń ṣe yẹn tó bá lọ wádìí ẹ̀ dáadáa. There is someone on your platform BSL tẹ́mi àti ẹ̀ máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa tó bá lọ wádìí Easter yìí dáadáa. You will see that fertility God don't celebrate. An egg has got to do with fertility. So wọ́n fi ìgbé kọ́sítàp kìíní yẹn ọ̀dẹ̀gbẹ́ àjíǹde Jésù sí. Ẹ̀rẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jí Jésù dìde ní April àti May. Ẹ̀rẹ̀ ń ṣe wèrè bọ̀ torí pé àwọn òbí yìí ṣe nítorí ẹ̀ ni mo ṣe sọ pé tí a bá change narration yìí at this time àwọn ọmọ wa máa feel pé káwọn máa níná lé normal thing ni àwọn parents àwọn wẹ́dà ẹ̀ káwọn náà máa wò bẹ́ẹ̀ kíjọba kó má fún wọn ní social normal social amenities tó yẹ kó máa ní free education. Ọmọ fi ń pé bóyá ẹ kó máa lọ nìyẹn because tó bá nìyẹn tàbí wọn sínú ẹ nìyẹn. Àwọn tó jáde kúrò nínú system ẹ máa fi ń pé ẹgbọ́n ojú àbí ojú yín làjù kò ń ṣe ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn. System tẹ jáde kúrò nú ẹ̀. Ẹ bọ́ sínú system tó ń ṣiṣẹ́. Mo fẹ́ lọ láti Finchley. Mo fẹ́ lọ sí Bolt Oak. Ó yẹ kí n débẹ̀ lọ́ndà 30 minutes. Máa débẹ̀ kó ṣe pé màá kọ́kọ́ rin ọ̀nà tí ò dáná. You walk around and the road is bad and everything. Everything is on time. It's because you are in a system that is working. That's why you see Nigeria as a very wrong system. I think there's something wrong with it. The people living in it don't see it like that. They are training their children in it. See, a 2-year-old shall top NEPA now. If we do not change that narrative for those children, they will continue. They will be enslaved. the next generation. So the time is now. We are not waiting for any leader to come and save us. Majority of us are almost in our 40s.
Yes.
So we are the leaders we have been waiting for. 50s. We are the people. We own the power. It is the people's power. You can't change it.
No.
When these idiots know the gravity and the power that we possess,
yes,
that's why they are scared. That's why they come up with killing people at toll gates. They run out of options. We can make them run out of options again.
Yes.
We can get them. We can get them and push them out. We can get our country. We are the people.
Yes.
We own this power, and we are the leaders we've been waiting for. Maiyegun.
God bless you, princess. I like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice night. Yeah. Thank you so much, ma. So that's a good one there from Princess. And then my caller, please hang on for me for a second before you go. One moment. So here we go. I want to say thank you once again to my donor and the contributors. So to say, we have from what I have on my screen, we have now crossed 500. So which means that we've raised 520 pounds in the last half an hour alone. So I have a caller. Hello. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello, Chief Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir, bro. How are you doing? Salam, Baba. What's up, Baba?
I am here. Oh, how are you, sir?
I'm cool, bro.
Good
one, I'm Casey, calling from Dubai.
Say that again.
My name is Casey, calling from Dubai.
Class, man. So go for it, Casey.
Yeah.
You're live.
Yeah, God bless you, bro.
Amen. You
know what I noticed, Maiyegun, is I really appreciate you, and I think you have done a wonderful job.
Thanks, man.
In continuing to enlighten this generation with the help of social media and all that. I think it is high time to rewrite our narrative.
Yes.
To be honest to you. And there's one thing I think I'm trying to notice.
Yes.
I get my point.
Yeah, I'm following you.
I think we are suffering from, our leaders are suffering from inferiority complex.
Mm.
To the extent that it's like they always worship these white people. I get my point.
I'm with you.
And I noticed something. This generation of ours, we are not ready to afraid of anyone.
No.
We are ready to, they call it spade a spade.
Exactly.
Once and for all.
Mm-hmm.
But the set of current leaders we have, they are not confident enough, they are not bold enough, they are not really trust themselves. They don't even believe in themselves at all. That is the reason, I think, to me, that's the reason why they were unable to do things right. I get my point.
I'm with you.
So, ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ kan lẹ́ẹ̀kan nípa pé ẹnìkan sọ̀rọ̀ kọ́là kan pè ní lẹ́ẹ̀kan sọ nípa Dubai. Bàbá, Dubai lèmi wà o. I get my point.
I know.
I lie to you, Baba. Dubai is a Muslim country.
Let me tell them. Have you ever asked yourself and say, is the Allah we are calling in Dubai different from Allah? We know Allah is not two. I know that, right? Have you ever asked yourself and say, Omo, now the same Islam we practice in Nigeria, we practice here for God's sake? Have you ever asked yourself that?
That's exactly where we are going. That's exactly where I'm going. That's exactly where I'm going.
Please,
bro.
go on.
Let me quickly give you.
Sorry.
Let me give you a hint. We have one frame. We call it a Dubai frame. Inside that Dubai frame, there's some wells which this current Dubai ruler Sheikh.
Yeah.
That they put in that frame, in that Dubai frame. There's one particular message that always rings bells to my health. Is the word impossible is not existed in its dictionary. The word of impossible is not existed in its dictionary. It doesn't believe that there's something that's not possible. It doesn't want to. It doesn't ask that. It doesn't know that can be a mentality that something is impossible. It doesn't believe that, bro. So that was the day I drove from Dubai. So I drove from one the neighboring state to Dubai, Sharjah to down to the Abu Dhabi, their capital city, and the distance was about 160 something, maybe like 162 kilometers.
Oh,
bro, I covered this 160. That's 160 kilometers under less than 1 hour 30 minutes. Bro, nothing like a single pothole on the highway, and the highway is on at least average of 6 lanes on one side. The other side is also 6 lanes. Bro, that is number one. Number two, bro, if you find yourself in Dubai at the night, especially in UAE at night, you see lights everywhere. Bro, I can tell you categorically from my research, I get my point, the 90% of street lights in the UAE was powered by a generator. I get my point. The 90% of street lights in the UAE, I get my point.
I'm following you, man.
Powering by generator. Like generator. It's not on their national grid at all. Electricity grid at all. Mainly generator. And mind you, the person that will supply fuel to that generator, they know the appropriate time to supply the fuel. The person that run the gen know the appropriate time to run the gen. Bro, let's put that one aside. Let's let you know the kind of a system they put in place in Dubai, especially in UAE entirely. This is a Muslim country.
And
bro,
they expect security too. You live there. Look at your security as well. Look at your FKL.
Baba don't go there at all. Even Dubai is most peaceful.
I saw a video. Yeah, I saw a video of one of the rulers. I don't know if you've seen that, right? In this big room, and they are showing all Dubai cities everywhere covered by their camera and everything. I was like,
Maiyegun.
Baba.
I won't lie to you. Because nothing like a doctrine or a doctor their stuff or whatever. They didn't doctor anything. That exactly. Even do you know that when they planned the largest man-made island in the world, which is the Palm Jumeirah, bro, they didn't go to that on that seat. It was on that same hall. They put the screen there, starting to discuss, starting to analyze the design, and how it's going to be, and how it's going to be, and how when it's going to last. But bro, don't forget, it has enough to talk about. We won't talk about Dubai.
I know,
bro. We can't finish it. You finish the end of your program, bro. We're starting one after the other. Let me say something about the security that you're talking about, bro. I won't lie to you. I've never seen a country as secure as Dubai in the world.
They even help Nigeria capture terrorists in Dubai and jail them. That's how good they are.
Bro, Nigeria is not a country. I don't lie to you. Nigeria is not a country. Okay, bro, take for instance. Look, can you tell me in Nigeria, majority of things we are doing in Nigeria, we copy those things. You can see how poor we are, how poor our leaders are. Our leaders, how poor they are. What they copied, they were unable to what? They still copied. Oh my God! It's not still that. It's not that go to they are sourcing for the information. It is a system that you copied. They were unable to run it effectively. You can see at times, bro. I used to tell my people, maybe I think it's an error to be a black. Honest
I
to you,
don't think it's an error. And you know, one thing is that I've seen people who have said that I think it's so wrong to be. No. You see, that is why we are black, and we have the chance of changing that. Because, if we don't, our children will ask the same question and say, "I think it's the wrong thing to be black." You know what I mean? We aren't supposed to be like this. You know what I mean? But our own those who are supposed to speak for us or defend us sold us off.
Maiyegun, the day I found myself in UAE, the following day I began to cry. I was beginning to cry. Because when I look at my life, I could remember the life we are living in Lagos. In no days, which at least by Maiyegun, when maybe you came from work and somehow midnight get me can just enter come out from your bed to your street. I get my point. Before you know, we see the fresh food to buy.
Yeah.
These are lives that live in Dubai, bro. I won't lie to you. Every night life in Dubai is one of the best lives so far. I won't lie to you, Baba.
God bless you. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. Anyway,
I've been to the Saudi at the same time, Baba. I've been to the Saudi. You can see all these Arab people. I get my point. They like themselves, and they always think of how to make life so convenient for themselves. I get my point. They are so much interested of that. Bro, let me lie to you. I don't want to be frustrated at a certain point. You know, these people they made you commit sin when it comes to the religion stuff into this temple of truth. Bro, all these about that you are seeing going to Saudi or whatever, they are evils.
I mean, that's
even the Rasulullah,
somebody do this and he's a politician. Doesn't make him a Muslim. Doesn't mean that he's in Islam. He's pretending with you because it could get to your heart like that. A real Muslim will not supervise killing of innocent people and bury the case. A real Muslim.
Absolutely. Baba. Okay, I'm sorry to put in this side that the last prophet we call it the Muhammad Sallallahu Mr. Maiyegun.
Baba.
Are you there?
Still here with you.
This prophet. This prophet, we are talking about it, it's just a brief. He's always concerned about his people. Even if they remain just a single seed at home, he will not eat it. His family and the housemaid must first of all eat first before he will think of getting something to eat. I get my point. So it made us realize that your followers, you must take care of them. You don't want them to listen to you. You have to take good care of them. The person that you're not giving food, how do you talk to that person? How do you expect that person? How do you expect the best from that person? Bro, I won't lie to you. Yeah, maybe I should try to be changing my the way of my reasoning or whatever. Because I won't lie to you, Mr. Maiyegun. I have lost interest in the black race. I won't lie to you. Because I look around the world, I begin to question myself, which one of African nations, our black nations across the globe can compete with these so-called white people nations? I've never seen. Even South Africa, they have a bit, some few white amongst them. Look at South Africa as well. Bro, I've met South African people that will tell you that in the broad daytime, you can't move. Even in traffic, they will obtain you. They will rob you.
It's a shame. Anyway, Baba, thank you so much. Let's wrap it up now. Thank you so much for tonight. All right, my time is completely out now, I have to say. So it's a pleasure talking to you. Okay?
Yeah, you too, Baba. Have a nice night.
Enjoy the rest of the night, okay? And stay safe, Baba.
And you too, Baba.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's KC from Dubai. So my time is up. And indeed, this is time I want to, by person Nwa Biafra, please spare me that thing about you are not black, you are brown, black is evil, black is this, black. Please spare me that. I am not one of those who wants to mess his head up with such a kind of a classification, okay? So I'm a black man and I'm proud. You may be a brown man, you should be proud. You can be a white, whatever it is, be proud. Whoever you are, whatever you see yourself as, yeah, please do. Don't ever condemn black. I am not one of those that will say black is evil, black is this or that. Therefore, I'm not a black man. Nwa Biafra, please spare me that, okay? And thank you so much to every one of you who actually took your time with me tonight, okay? Thank you very much. And my time is so up. And I still have to make a quick run of something before I go to bed. And to my friends who actually stopped by, as well will put their own fund into this. I don't really know how to say thank you more than this. The trust, the support. We will have to do this now for the rest of this month, so that we'll see what our budget is going to be like in May. We have been able to support different groups, as well as different cases in this whole struggle back in Nigeria. Individuals who have benefited from our support, they are out there, and this month is one of the months that we actually make a huge contribution out there, including our publicity. That publicity is the highlight of what we did in April, and I hope that we'll be able to do more of such in May. Okay, and thank you so much to every one of you for your contribution and your support. Like as usual, share the broadcast if you haven't. I'm going to see you some other time, which is going to be when I see you. And thank you for your support. Good night, everyone.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook.